Hello everybody, this is Loki and welcome back to Phoenix Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue from where we last left off. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright. I'm sorry for what my sister said. I don't know. I never knew that the SO9 incident was just another name for the Joe Dark killing. Sounds like everyone's heard about this killing but me. Elena wanted Dark convicted so badly. That's why she used me. That's why she used what happened to me. What do you mean, what happened to you? It's all there in the file. Joe Dark's last victim was Prosecutor Neil Marshall. When he murdered Officer Marshall's brother, he left behind an incriminating piece of evidence. But what did you have to do with those killings, Emma? When late Prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered, Joe Dark tried to kill me. What? He tried to kill you? So Marshall's brother, Neil, was only trying to save me. Well, he sacrificed himself to save her, so that means you. Yeah. I was a witness in the Joe Dark trial. I didn't see that one coming. I'll just talk to her. It happened 2 years ago, right? It was right about this time of the year, too. There was a terrible thunderstorm that day, unusual for the season. I was alone in my sister's office. We were planning to eat dinner together once she finished her work. And suddenly, a terrifying man came bursting into the office. Joe Dark. It seemed like he was running from someone. Put out a knife and screamed at me. I didn't know what was going on. Then just then, Prosecutor Marshall showed up. Jake Marshall's brother. Joe Dark tried to take me hostage. Before he could, Mr. Marshall tackled him. Then, what happened? I'll never forget it. Lightning struck and the lights went out. Suddenly, a bolt of lightning flashed outside the window, lighting up the office for an instant. Well, I saw them burn a permanent picture in my mind. I can still see it now. Permanent picture. I don't remember the moment when Dark stabbed Mr. Marshall. So you weren't able to testify about that? No, I was only asked about when I was attacked. That must be why she made up the crime. Made it up? You mean provided bogus evidence? The prosecutor's office wanted the guilty verdict so badly. Lena forged the evidence and Mr. Edgeworth used it. Edgeworth? Yes, but I'm sure he didn't know anything about it. He couldn't have known he was given false evidence. Even so, that's when it all started. The rumors about Mr. Edgeworth, I mean. That's all my fault. If I could have just testified properly, none of this would have happened. So true, even though he may have not known it. Edgeworth really was involved in falsifying evidence. After that case, and then Lena was never the same. She became cold like she is today. She must not have been able to face up to what she did, especially not to Emma. I feel bad for both of them, to be honest. What did you see in the instant the crime occurred? Dark knocked down Mr. Marshall and raised his knife. No, Marshall was stabbed right in front of this poor girl. I don't remember what happened after that. Apparently, I passed out. When I came to, Lena was cradling me in her arms. Poor Emma. You've been through so much. Poor thing. I couldn't bring myself to testify about that instant. I tried, but the words just couldn't come out. I drew a picture, but wasn't any good. 2 years ago, you must have been 14. That's understandable. She was just a kid. Once it was all over, I made up my mind. I decided that when I grew up, I'd become a scientific investigator. I wanted to be able to fight crime with my testimony and find the evidence to make an airtight case. That way, Lena would never have to forge any. I see. I think I'm finally starting to understand what makes Emma tick. I think she wanted to do that to help like other people. But there's still something that bothers me about that crime. Something that's puzzling me, Emma. What is it? You said you were in Lena's office at the time, right? That's right. Why then would a serial killer come running in there? Not only that, but was he being chased by a prosecutor? Well, there's no mystery there. Joe Dark had been taken in for questioning that day. Taken in for questioning? You mean by police? Of course. This happened at the police department. He tried to run away halfway through the interview and fled from my sister's office. But why he went all the way over to your sister's office? Because the detective office and the impression room are right across from the elevator. Across from the elevator? But Lena was the chief of prosecutor, wasn't she? No, silly. Didn't I tell you? 2 years ago, Lena was a detective. She was the best in the entire force. What? That's news to me. After the Joe Dark case, she was transferred to the prosecutor's office and made chief prosecutor. Lena used to be a detective. I'd better have another talk with her. Let's see. What do we have to do next? I'm not going to do that one. I wanted to move. Mr. Wright, it seems to keep causing you trouble. Falsifying evidence. I didn't think you were the type. Criminals don't mind playing foul. Why should we? Belena, if you're wrong, an innocent person might be found guilty. Believe me, I understand the risks. Lena, Emma told me about you. Oh? About how you were detected 2 years ago. And how the SL9 incident was the reason for your transfer to the prosecutor's office. That's right. Could you fill me in on the details, especially about that unusual change of jobs? I suppose you have the right to know, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you have to say. A lot of revelations were uncovered in the trial today. Not the least of which was the fact that this case is largely connected to another one 2 years ago. Evidence from that case was stolen as well. Though I expected as much. I know how obsessive Officer Marshall can be. That child, it really wasn't fair, was it? I believed in you, Lena. I believed that no matter what happened, you always stick to the truth. It can't be helped, Emma. That child 2 years ago, I sold my soul. Well, all drama aside, the fact of the matter is, at 5:15 there was no murder at the police department. Tell me it's not true, Lena. What the witness, Miss Starr, says about you stabbing Mr. Goodman with a knife. Lena, I don't understand. Why won't you tell us? Emma, that doesn't involve just me. I don't think I've ever seen Lena look so phased before. It's true. I was a member of the police force 2 years ago. She was amazing. They still talk about the cases Casey and Chief Gant trapped together. Chief Gant? He was a deputy chief of police back then, but he still worked the crime scene. He was everything I aspired to be. They were the best team ever. They solved crime before the reports could even be filed. Emma really idolizes her big sister. But now you're chief prosecutor. What happened? I was always planning on becoming a prosecutor. The reason why I became a detective was to gain experience investigating crime scenes so you could use the experience in court, right? Gant's help in the SL9 case was crucial in this resolution. I After that, he became chief of police and arranged my transfer to the prosecutor's office. Maybe I should ask more about this investigation of there 2 years ago. Let's see. 2 years ago, I was second in command of the detectives investigating Dark. Second in command? That means the investigation led with Damon Gant, right? Yes, Deputy Chief Gant and I shared the same office and the same investigation. They even had the same office. I led a team of the best detectives on the force. Detective Goodman, whose case it was, Drake Marshall and Angel Starr. It was the first time Marshall worked with his brother. He was quite gung-ho. Without a doubt, Joe Dark was the serial killer. We asked him to come in for questioning. We were desperate for evidence. That was when his mom murder took place. When he tried to murder Emma. Prosecutor Marshall was trying to save me from Dark. You see, the first person who happened upon the scene of the crime was me. Now you tell us. Dim and Gant and Neil Marshall were the ones questioning Dark that day. The investigation was in its final stages and Dark must have suddenly panicked. So he waited until Gant and Marshall let their guards down and fled the room. From there, he ran straight to the office shared by Deputy Chief Gant and myself. That's where he found me. So you were the first person to run to the scene, Lena? It appears so. I was filing some papers while Gant and Marshall were questioning Dark. When I returned to my office, I saw 3 bodies on the floor and smelled blood. 3 bodies? Prosecutor Marshall and the victim Emma, who had passed out, and the suspect Joe Dark. During the struggle, it seemed Mr. Marshall struck a final blow before he died. Joe Dark had an occurred in mere minor concussion and lay unconscious. What did you do? To be honest, I panicked. I picked up Emma, carried her out of the room, and just held her. Can't blame her after all her sister must have gone through. I would have done the same thing if I had like a sibling or relative that went through that. After that, I placed Dark under immediate arrest. Let me get this straight. You were all involved in the SL9 incident? That's right. Quite a coincidence, I don't buy it. What are you saying? There's no way everyone involved with the child was also involved in that incident. Just by chance. But that case was solved 2 years ago. At least one person went to extremes because they didn't believe it was truly solved. Officer Marshall. Yes, his answer came as a surprise to me as well. Ever since his brother died, he changed completely. I guess he wasn't convinced with the ruling against Joe Dark. Life doesn't end with the closing of a case. Everyone had to live the rest of their lives with them memories. That's true. That case just might not be over yet. Emma was assaulted by Dark at the police department, right? Yes, in the office that Damon Gant and I shared. The office that Mr. Gant now occupies by himself, the chief's office. Maybe we should have a look at the chief's office, the site of the final SO9 murder. Now we should. Let's see if we have to move there. Just see. Where the detectives are, but we proved in court the day on the day of the crime. No one was murdered in the evidence room. We were finally making some headway in our case, but instead it looked like we ended up making Lena look more guilty. Hang in there, Lena. I've got to find all the answers by tomorrow. Here we go. Howdy. I'm with Marshall. I never thought that thing turned out this way when I woke up this morning. You never know where life will lead you. That's true. You never know where life will head onto. I should have known my luck hadn't run out when old Billy got up that morning. Billy? Must be his pet cactus. Say, where are you headed? Just over to the prosecutor's office for a little interrogation. It's of Tilly's appearance. We all know I won't be coming back. Sorry, but you can't go into evidence room today, partner. Mr. Marshall, why did you do it? Why did prosecutors head west? If there ever was a case I needed to know the truth, it was that one. Before you turn yourself in, Mr. Marshall, would you mind telling us exactly what happened? Looks like I won't be getting a steak lunch today. Let's just talk them through it. See what's that. Something was fishy about the child from the beginning. It wasn't just me either. All the detectives thought so. What do you mean fishy? Some of the facts reported were inconsistent with the evidence we found. For example, the murder weapon. The murder weapon? You mean the switchblade knife with the broken tip? That was Joe Dark's alright. But in the initial autopsy report, a question was raised. Question? The blade of the knife was not a perfect match with the wound and the victim sustained. What does that mean? It means there was a good chance the knife was not the murder weapon. However, in the report that was finally submitted, that possibility had been erased. Could the facts have been concealed with forged evidence? That case left behind scars on all of us. The scars that the SL9 incident left behind. I got the looks, but he got the brain. He was the one of the best prosecutors around. I just had made detective when it went down. It was our first case together. How old was he, your brother? He was 27 at the time. He was awarded the highest honor that day. The highest honor? You mean the king of prosecutors? I know it. What are you looking at me like that for? It's just an honor for a prosecutor. The marshal must have really been close with his brother. The day the SL9 incident took place, wasn't that the same day as... That's right, as the day of the evidence transfer. Interesting. It was drizzling that morning, but mindful there was thunder. I can't believe it. 2 years has gone already. I tried to steal the evidence so the case wouldn't die. Apparently someone tried to stop you. Detective Goodman was murdered, and the evidence locker was empty. See what else he had to say? There was something going on behind the scenes that case. We all knew that later. Every detective involved in that investigation save one was taken care of. My star was fired and I was demoted and boxed away in a tiny room. What about Detective Goodman? If they did something to him too, the commissioners would get suspicious. No, they were careful enough not to be too obvious. They? Who are you talking about? Don't get upset, Amina. I mean Damon Gant and Lena Scott. The investigation led Damon Gant and his second-in-command, Lena. There wasn't a person on the force who hadn't heard of that duel. The case was budget stepping for both of their careers. After the case ended, Lena transferred to the prosecutor's office, right? Yeah, Damon Gant, the new chief of police, arranged for that to happen. She'd never been the same since she left. Everyone knew her said so she changed suddenly. Chief Prosecutor Sky was totally different when she was a detective. Now that he mentioned it, Emma said something like that too. Tell me, what happened to my sister? Sorry, Babina, but her secret is too well guarded. I never found out Lena's secret. It all started 2 years ago. So there you have it. That's my story. Did you enjoy it? It was certainly enlightening. There's one thing for sure I found out in court today. That boy Edgeworth isn't my enemy. He was the one who used falsified evidence to get a guilty verdict, but someone else was the one who gave him that evidence and planned everything. That someone is Damon Gant. Don't believe me? Well, I don't blame you. I won't be a patrolman after today. Well, at least he knows that Edgeworth is not at fault. Too bad I won't be around to work with you when you become a real scientific investigator. Adios. Okay, let's see. This place is always pretty empty, but today it's deserted. It must mean everyone's busy solving crime. Well, if you're looking for the others, they're all in the conference room. Thanks. Well, he actually talked to us. The chief prosecutor saying that she did end the decision what to do about Mr. Edgeworth, not to mention our statement to the media in tomorrow's trial. There's more chaos going on than Thanksgiving and Christmas put together. I think festive is the word usually used for those. Sir, we'd like to have a look around Chief Gant's office. Just use the connecting hallway to the other building and take the elevator floor to the top. Really? You mean that's okay for us to go in there? I mean, we aren't police officers or anything. Hey, you're right. You can't go in there. It's off limits. Now I see where Detective Gumshoe gets his unique charm. Well, where are you aiming for? Let's head to the chief's office. Oh wow, that big massive thing there. Whoa, where am I? In the chief's office, silly. At least that's what it said on the door. It looks fancy in here. Check out the pipe organ. It's real, isn't it? Yeah, I used to take organ lessons in kindergarten. They used to call me Little Miss Bach. I thought I was a genius until they tried to teach me in the notes. Whoa! I never could remember where C was. Oh god. Where do you come from? Oh, you do. Chief Gant. He put the paper that he was reading at in his desk. Oh, so righto. Have you been swimming lately? No, I haven't. I have been kind of busy lately. I appreciate that. I had my handful too, with Mr. Marshall's misconduct. I mean, it's proactive statement. Proactive statement. Oh, you mean the forged evidence? 2 years have passed since that incident. My, how time flies. So that big picture on the wall over there? Got the picture of Lena, Neil, and me. So this is Mr. Marshall's brother, prosecutor Neil Marshall. We took from our work together. Something not right with the picture. I can't quite seem to put my finger on it though. Anyway, I like to reminisce that all day, but there's a matter that needed my attention. I'm going to lock up here, so let's go out together. Oh, but this office, that was a crime scene 2 years ago, was it? That case has long had been over. There's no need to investigate it anymore. Something told me he's hiding something. All the same, we'd still like to have a look around. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said there's no need to investigate it anymore. Sir, you're hiding something. I could sense it. Now hurry up and get out. I have a meeting to attend. Looks like we're welcome. It seems the case isn't over yet. With the after all. What do you mean? Chief Gant denied our request to search the crime scene. That means there must be a reason he doesn't want us looking around in there. You mean like a clue? There's got to be a way we can get inside the chief's office. Yeah, there's gotta be. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here for now. If you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button below. And subscribe for more videos to come. See you guys later. Bye guys.